Hi guys, welcome back to Newcastle Fans TV. I'm here with Kyle for the review. I'm just going to quickly say that this video is sponsored by OneFootball. Great app. You know, it's going to have all the stats, it's going to have everything, shall we say, on this game, because it was the only game played tonight. Wolves 1, Newcastle 1. We'll talk about the end of the game, but we'll start with the start of the game because it makes sense. Yeah, it was an unchanged lineup by Rafa. Surprising with the fact there were so many players. Yeah,
Baraka was missing, Key was missing, Mutu was missing. A lot of names that I was expecting to be on the bench weren't, so I was a bit disappointed. But like, I was thinking, well, like I wanted Mutu ahead of Joselu. Me and Paul were talking about it in the car on the way down, thinking Mutu offers something, Joselu doesn't. So like, if we're one down by chance, because it might have happened today with how good they are, like offer something different. But it's not to be. It turned out to be good in the end, I suppose.
Do you think Rafa's looking at the fact that we've got two massive home games against Huddersfield and Burnley? He'd rather have those players 100% fit for those two games. And
we've got like what 13 days till we next play. 12 days until we next play Huddersfield. So there's plenty of time for them to rest up unless they've got major injuries. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, what I mean is that Baraka has only probably had about 6 training sessions and played 4 minutes for Newcastle. Muto's played in the Asian Cup for God knows how long. You know, Shelby's not back yet. Key's been injured. Yeah. Was it not maybe a chance to just go, right, you can have 2 more weeks, and if we desperately need you, we need you? Yeah,
maybe so. I mean, who am I to argue, you know what I mean?
Argue.
It's a petty thing to argue over.
It is, isn't it? Touching on today's game, first half, to be honest with you, Kyle, I thought both teams probably counting each other out. Wolves probably had the better of the half, but in terms of Newcastle, Fabian Shaw had a strike about 10 minutes before half time, and I think Rondon had a couple of chances as well. But we didn't really test Patricio too much in the first half.
First half was like a championship half, mate. It was just they cancelled each other out, boring. Like Wolves showed little bits of glimpses of quality. Newcastle defended them really well. It was just championship level football first half, mate. It was the second half where both teams really came into it, I thought.
Touched on the second half, Isaac Hayden. You know, I can't remember.
The forgotten man. Mark will probably be grilling us tomorrow about that. Like he's be saying, "Oh, Hayden," because he's been probably the one person out the entire fan base that stuck by him. So he'd be giving it the big one because Hayden scored. I mean, don't get us wrong, mate. Before you say Hayden's been great the past couple of games. He showed real professionalism in saying what he came out and says after the Man City game, saying he's doing his job, and fair play to him. So fair play to Hayden, and his goal tonight, obviously his hard work came good and he scored a goal, so he played really well again tonight, so fair play to him.
It's a good finish. I think the keeper's got to do better, but I think Rob's
it's bad goalkeeping.
It is, and I think Rob will be the only person that'll know when Isaac Hayden's scored a goal for Newcastle. But
actually,
it might be Southampton, wasn't it?
Southampton away last year.
Beat you to it, Rob. But yeah, I think the keeper's got to save that. But I think from then on we made Wolves. I think got Wolves very frustrated. Had corner after corner, but didn't really test Dubravka from them. Let's get straight to it. The last second, is it a foul on Almiron? I said this to 40. Is it a foul on Almiron when he's trying to defend it? And also after that, is it a foul on the goalkeeper? It's very split opinions from what I've seen on Twitter. Very split opinions between the 3 or 4 of us. What's your opinion of it, Kyle? It's
hard to be the one with the opinion because like I'll be the one that's out there on this one. There's a lot of people on Twitter that'll be able to give their opinion, not get stick like I will. Yeah. But I think that the foul was on Almiron. I think that they should have stopped play for that. But I think Dubravka should have done better, mate. I'm on the fence of like saying that. I think Dubravka should have done a bit better. I think in that case he should have punched him. I think the foul was made. Any sort of foul would have been made after the ball went in the net, I think.
The argument is though, Kyle, you see that 99 times out of 100 and it's given to the goalkeeper. Yeah. You know, it's soft. I think it's a foul personally. I think I want to see in the comments as well. Yeah. Is it a foul on Dubravka? You know, for me, I think it's a soft one, but I'll be expecting a foul.
I'll say it is a foul. I mean, when I've seen it live, I thought it was a foul. I was going mental, but when I looked at it back, I thought maybe the keeper could have done a bit better. But you know, that's the love of football, isn't it? As Lee always says, opinion and all that.
Talking about opinions, that's what Rafa Benitez has to say about that, especially about the refereeing performance.
Should Wolves' equaliser have stood in your eyes?
I think it was a difficult game, I would say again, and they were pushing, and we could do better. So obviously, these kind of balls you can do a little bit better. Just punch the ball and finish, but that is what happened. That's it.
So you feel the goalkeeper should have been stronger with the last cross, or was he, in your eyes, impeded? Was there a foul on him, did you feel?
I was not very clear watching the replay, but still it's something that we have to defend better. The cross, and after we know that it's England and the people will come against the keeper, so he has to be strong enough.
And we're back. Kyle, Rafa's not happy. I'm not happy. But it's a point, but I'd have taken it before the game.
Yeah, Walwood.
Crystal Palace are 13th with 27 points. Southampton are 18th with 24 points. There's 3 points separating 6 or 7 sides. Newcastle have got to play the entire bottom half, bar Cardiff, from now to the end of the season.
Yeah.
If we realistically lose maybe at worst 2 games from that, Newcastle should be fine. Because Rafa, if you look at the previous games, he doesn't lose many of these games. He normally does quite well, at worst gets a point. Huddersfield and Burnley are come back-to-back games at home, 2 games in space of 3 days.
Yeah.
Has a minimum requirement got to be 4 points from those 2 games.
I would say so, but like you never know in Newcastle do. Like they always do well against teams that they shouldn't do well against, and then when it comes to the teams that we should hammer, we're piss about and like we end up getting beat 1-0 and crap like that. But like that's just a story in Newcastle United and being a fan of them. But yeah, you'd like to think so. For like Almiron and that coming in, and players like Kay and Mutu and that coming back into the frame, you'd think there should be a bit of confidence going. So if we were to get 4 points again from those 2 games after the 4 points just picked up from City, Spurs and Wolves respectively, I think it'll be another good take.
Miguel Almiron played his first game for Newcastle. In the 25 minutes that you saw, would you play him against Huddersfield, or would you start him against Huddersfield, maybe over Atsu?
I would start anyone over Atsu. Atsu is sorry mate, like
attacking wise he doesn't offer you much, does he?
He doesn't offer you anything. He had a good tackle in the first half to stop them from scoring, but other than that mate, he offers nothing going forward. Like the amount of times Richie picked up the ball and all Atsu had to do was run and like get on his bike and make an option, but he didn't do it. Almiron came on, he was just loads of energy, looking to get forward all the time, and that's refreshing to see, because Atsu just didn't offer it. Like I don't want to like stand here and slate Atsu, you know what I mean, because he's a good grafter and things like that, but like he just needs to add a bit more going forward. Like if he wants to stay in this team, it's alright playing well at Christmas and coming around once a year like Santa does, but sorry mate, it's not cutting it to get in this team anymore, because like Almiron's in the team, and you've got others like Richie and that who can now play further forward due to Baraka being in the team. So he needs to up his game, it's clear.
I think I totally agree with that. Just finally, Kyle, Newcastle don't have a game for 12 days now. They're going to sunny Spain rather than going back to Benton. I think I know where that would be as well. But we have a friendly on Saturdays. Is it Sparta Prague, Slavia Prague?
Yeah, something like that.
Spartak Moscow? CSK Moscow. I've been battered there, like. So we've got CSK Moscow on Saturday. Chance to see Almiron play, a chance to see Baraka play, chance to get a few fringe players getting some minutes under their belt. The focus has to be against Huddersfield, and yes, it's nice to get team camaraderie and obviously try and get this disappointing moment out at the end. But let's just hope that they can make sure they perform well for Huddersfield.
Yeah, eyes on this friendly, isn't it? We'll see. I don't know what that was.
Rowdy Wolves fan.
A translator as needed. Anyway, on to the friendly. I think I'm looking forward to seeing the likes of Yannick Touré in that play, because he's been doing really well since Sorensen went out on loan. The likes of Matty Longstaff as well, I'd like to see him get a chance. I mean, it's a good chance for the youngsters who've been doing so well, the under-23 level, to get a chance in the first team. So it's not just the likes of Almiron, Baraka and teams that are players that are getting a chance. It's the youngsters as well that I'm looking forward to see. But yeah, on to Huddersfield. Hopefully we can get 3 points against them, and then Burnley too. Yeah,
definitely like and subscribe to Newcastle Fans TV. Do you agree with me and Kyle? Even though it's a terrible, gutting, horrible moment at the end,
yeah,
Newcastle
you take a point though from it, don't
you? Newcastle take a point at Molineux. How many teams have managed to get points apart from maybe Liverpool and Huddersfield? I think Huddersfield won as well. That's
Liverpool
a weird one.
Got a point. No, Liverpool won, didn't they? Liverpool won, yeah, 2-0. City got a draw. I'm not sure about the rest.
Huddersfield won.
Huddersfield won.
That's a freak result, isn't it? Yeah. But like and subscribe to Newcastle Fans TV, and we'll see you at the Huddersfield game.